Adaeze stepped outside her hunt, moonlight spilling over the village. Her eyes searched the quiet streets. A sense of foreboding settled in her chest as she looked toward the forest, curiosity and fear blending in equal measure. Her heart raced as she scanned the shadows. Every leaf seemed to move on its own. Every whisper of the wind carried her name. Adaeze tightened her grip on her lantern, determined to see what secrets the night held. The village lay in silence, huts sleeping beneath the moon. Not a single villager stirred. The path was empty, shadows stretching long and dark. Even the breeze seemed cautious tonight. The old baobab tree towered over the abandoned well, its twisted limbs reaching like skeletal arms. The well's dark mouth seemed to swallow the moonlight, hiding something ancient within its depths. Adaeze approached cautiously, every step deliberate. Her lantern cast flickering light across the dirt path. A chill ran down her spine as the wind whispered through the grass, almost like a warning. Her shadow stretched and moved independently, as though testing her courage. Adaeze paused, breath held, but she refused to retreat. Curiosity propelled her forward, each step heavier than the last. Leaning over the edge, she peered into the black abyss of the well. Her breath caught. A faint glow shimmered below, teasing her with glimpses of something unseen. Her pulse pounded in her ears. The bottom of the well was an endless void. From the darkness, a faint silhouette seemed to stir. Adaeze shivered, her imagination running wild with what might be lurking there. She gripped the edge tightly, knuckles white, lantern trembling. Every sound was magnified, the wind, a distant owl, the creak of a branch. The well seemed alive, watching her every move. Leaves swirled around the well as a soft breeze picked up. Shadows twisted unnaturally across the ground, and the air felt thick with anticipation, as if the forest itself held its breath. Adaeze stumbled backward as her shadow shifted on its own, inching toward the well. Panic gripped her, but something stronger, a burning curiosity, kept her from fleeing. Her footsteps echoed down the empty path as she ran toward the village. Lantern light flickered across huts, casting dancing shadows. The whispering wind seemed to follow her, teasing, calling her back. Moonlight stretched long across the village, shadows twisting and stretching unnaturally. Adaze's shadow flickered behind her, alive, almost sentient, urging her to look back. Slamming her hut door, she collapsed against it, trembling. Her lantern glowed faintly, casting eerie patterns across the walls. Outside, the forest seemed to wait patiently for her next move. Inside the hut, Adaze's eyes darted from corner to corner. Lantern in hand, she felt both terrified and resolute. The night's events replayed in her mind, every whisper, every shadow demanding attention. Dawn's first light crept over the village, painting the huts in soft gold. Adaeze peeked through the window, wary. The forest beyond held secrets she was not ready to confront, yet could not ignore. Walking cautiously to fetch water, she avoided the well. Her heart still pounded from the previous night. Shadows seemed longer, darker, almost reaching for her with unseen fingers. A close look at her own shadow revealed its strange length, unnaturally stretching behind her. Adaze's pulse quickened. Something about it felt alive, aware of her presence. Villagers gathered around the fire, whispering tales of the well. Fear mixed with fascination in their voices. Adaeze listened from afar, understanding their words, but knowing she could not avoid the call forever. As sunset painted the sky, Adaeze stood at the forest's edge, hesitant. She could feel the pull of the well even from a distance, calling her with a whisper only she could hear. The dark forest path ahead seemed endless. Moonlight filtered through twisted branches, creating eerie patterns on the ground. Adaze's steps were measured, heart thrumming, every sense alert. Approaching the well once more, lantern in hand, she felt tension building with every step. The shadows twisted, the air grew heavier, and the pull from the darkness seemed to strengthen. The shadow beside her moved unnaturally, stretching and twisting with intent. Adaeze kept her focus on the well, her bravery holding firm despite the rising fear. Peering over the edge again, she saw a faint glowing figure at the bottom. Her curiosity burned hotter than her fear, urging her to look closer, to understand what had been calling her. A mysterious glow radiated from the well, illuminating the ancient stones around it. Adaeze's breath quickened. The forest seemed to hold its breath in anticipation. Stepping back slowly, she tried to resist the call. The shadows stretched longer, whispering her name, daring her to approach. Her determination held for now, but the well's lure was undeniable. Wind swept through the area, stirring leaves and dust into swirling patterns. Shadows twisted like living beings. Adaeze felt both awe and fear at the forest's strange energy. Running along the village path, her lantern casting dancing light, she sensed something following. The shadow behind her moved independently, ominous yet tantalizing. Village huts lay quiet under the moon, peaceful yet eerie. Long shadows stretched across the ground. Adaeze's presence was almost swallowed by the night, yet she pressed forward, curiosity unwavering. Entering her hut, she looked back toward the well. The silhouette of the forest seemed to shift, holding secrets she could not yet understand, waiting for the darkness to call again. Holding her lantern high, she prepared herself. Tonight, she would face the darkness of the well, confront the shadows that had haunted her, and seek the truth that had whispered her name. The forest path seemed alive. Shadows twisted and swirled around her, reacting to her presence. Adaeze's pulse quickened, but she stepped forward, resolute. Standing at the edge of the well again, she could feel the darkness pressing toward her. Shadows stretched unnaturally, testing her courage. The silhouette in the well seemed closer now, almost moving toward her. Adaeze raised her lantern higher, illuminating every corner, refusing to let fear overwhelm her. She steadied herself, holding the lantern aloft. The glow revealed the twisting darkness inside the well, alive and patient, waiting for her to falter. A faint light shimmered from the well's depths, inviting and menacing at once. Adaeze's determination remained, though her heart raced with anticipation. Taking careful steps back, she resisted the call of the well, her bravery stronger than curiosity. For now. The shadows recoiled slightly, almost disappointed. Dawn broke, casting golden light over the village. The shadow beside her returned to normal length. Adaeze exhaled deeply, relief and lingering fear mixed within her. Standing outside her hut, she gazed at the well and forest. The night's events had changed her. She was no longer the same girl. Her courage had been tested, her curiosity still alive. The well stood silent at dawn, shadows fading, mystery intact. Adaeze walked away slowly, heart still racing, knowing the forest and the well would call again, just as soon as night fell.